Thank you for coming back to Book Depths and Insights. Today, we're going to dive into Thibaut Meurisse's book, Master Your Time. It's a useful guide for making better use of your time and becoming more productive. The book was adapted by Carrie J. Donovan. Meurisse's story is very inspiring. Not long ago, he wasn't a best-selling author with over 200,000 books sold. He had to work hard to break into a tough market, and English isn't even his first language. His journey shows that his mastery of time isn't just theoretical. It's based on real-life experience. If you're listening, it's likely you have goals or dreams you've been putting off because you don't have time. This is a common problem. We'll explore how this book can help you understand where your time goes and how you can direct it toward what matters most, so you have fewer regrets. The book tackles important topics like what meaningful work really is, how to stop procrastinating, and whether we can change the way we think about time. It emphasizes using time wisely and purposefully and training the mind to concentrate deeply. Ultimately, it asks one central question: how can we ensure our time is well spent so that we live without major regrets and with a true sense of fulfillment? First, let's look at his thoughts on meaning, which seem to be the most important. Meurisse argues that being productive isn't just about getting things done. It's about doing meaningful activities you enjoy, ideally with people you care about. His approach considers the whole person. He breaks down meaning into three main parts. Finding purpose in necessary tasks. Not every job has to be fun, but even boring tasks can gain meaning if they serve a greater purpose, like supporting your family, volunteering, or fostering good. Relationships at work. Relationships that matter. Meurisse highlights how many dying people regret losing touch with friends. Spending time with people you care about isn't a distraction from your work. It actually recharges you and adds deeper meaning to life. Enjoyable activities that nourish the soul. These aren't mindless distractions like scrolling online. Instead, they are flow activities: writing, dancing, building, playing music, where you lose track of time. These pursuits are vital for your health, energy, and inspiration. Summing it up, he stresses that the most important thing about life isn't money or material possessions, but whether life has value and was worth living. The main idea is to shift your mindset about productivity, from doing more to doing what truly counts. This idea ties into how each hour has a different value based on how closely your actions align with your main objectives. How passionate and energized do you feel about what you're doing? True. Productivity isn't about having a long to-do list. It's about having the right tasks, sufficient energy, and sharp focus. It pushes you to constantly ask, where is my energy going right now? Does it align with what I truly value? This leads to his concept of the 5 levels of output, a framework for building a strong system. Level 1. Getting rid of distractions, improving focus, and taking control of your attention. The foundation. Level 2. Building good habits and routines that automatically support your goals. Level 3. Managing your energy and aligning with your body's natural rhythms. Level 4. Thinking strategically, planning effectively, and choosing wisely where to focus your efforts. Level 5. Developing meaningful connections and strong relationships, recognizing that relationships are essential for sustained productivity. Meurisse shares personal stories from his time living in Japan and Estonia, illustrating how his social life impacted his work. His key point is that we're not robots. Our happiness, health, and social ties greatly affect our long-term efficiency. It's a ladder. Start small, ensure your goals are right, and gradually build upward. Before attempting to balance everything, first learn to focus on one thing at a time and block out distractions. Next, let's discuss a universal struggle: procrastination. Meurisse offers a compassionate view, procrastination usually isn't about laziness or character flaws, but deeper, solvable issues. He outlines 8 main causes. Lack of clarity. You may procrastinate because you don't see why a task matters, because the goal is unclear or overwhelming, or because you don't know how to start. Solutions include visualizing the positive outcome, clarifying goals, breaking tasks down, and seeking help. Lack of awareness. People often believe they must feel motivated before acting. Meurisse argues that action usually precedes motivation. Invisible mental barriers also contribute, such as exaggerated fears about tasks. Plus, people often push tasks to future me, assuming they'll handle it later, creating future stress instead of easing it. Lack of direction. Today's constant bombardment from phones and social media trains our brains for quick dopamine hits, making it harder to stay focused. Fear. Imposter syndrome. The fear of not being good enough affects even famous people like Jodie Foster and Meryl Streep. Feeling like a fraud is common. What matters is pushing forward anyway. Lack of urgency. Without deadlines, there's no pressure to act. Self-imposed deadlines can provide necessary momentum. Lack of effective habits. Too much freedom can actually cause paralysis. Routines create structure, helping you act without overthinking. Environmental friction. A cluttered desk, missing tools, or messy surroundings can create subtle resistance. Cleaning up reduces friction and encourages smoother action. Mental overload. Having too many overwhelming tasks can cause paralysis. Breaking things into small manageable steps is key. Procrastination isn't one thing. It's often a mix of clarity issues, fear, focus challenges, bad habits, and more. The first step to overcoming it is identifying the specific cause. This is where Master Your Time stands out. It's not just a list of quick tips. It provides a framework for connecting time management to deeper values, relationships, joy, and purpose. It goes deeper than typical productivity books by offering tools to diagnose and address the root causes of procrastination. Starting with focus and building through the 5 levels, it helps you create sustainable, positive habits. The book also emphasizes personalization, self-evaluation, adapting techniques to your needs, and strategic planning. The final promise is profound. You can get more of what you truly want and reduce the number of what-ifs in your life. Mastering your time means reclaiming your most valuable asset. Think back to the beginning. How many dreams or goals have you delayed because you didn't have time? Following these principles, Meurisse went from an unknown writer to a best-selling author, which is deeply inspiring. His key message is empowering. Time passes no matter what. Whether we use it wisely or waste it, it's gone. But we can choose how we use it. The book's final question is, would you like to learn how to use your time so well that you can achieve almost anything you want? The choice is yours. Taking responsibility for your time means building a life filled with what truly matters. Thank you for joining this in-depth exploration of Master Your Time on Book Depths and Insights. We encourage you to read the book and try the exercise. Hopefully, you've gained some valuable insights about your own relationship with time. Please stay tuned for our next episode, where we'll discuss more thought-provoking books and their themes.